Hey Sunshine, this is Marisol with a little bit of soul. So I recently went to the grocery store because I'm on a weight loss journey, and so I needed to buy a few things so that I can start losing some weight. And one of the things that I really enjoy is making salads, but I was completely shocked when I saw the prices of what salad greens are going for right now. So I decided, since I have seeds, I might as well just grow them myself, and that's what we're going to do. So this is what I'm going to be using to sow my salad greens. I think what I'm going to do is do the come and cut and come again method, which is basically once they get to a certain height, or when they get to a certain point where you want to start cutting, you just cut them at that point, and then they'll just continue to grow. So this is what I'm going to be using. This is something that I used last year. Probably a little pansy in there. I might just sow that in the ground and see. But this, I had some... Initially, what I was going to do, I was going to put some herbs in here, but... Oh, well, there goes that. Initially, what I was going to do was I was going to put some herbs in here, but then I decided not to, and I decided to do like a little tower. And then this this was extra for me, so I decided to just sow some coleus and some pansies. So I'm going to use this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty this out in one of the flower beds, which I have one right here. And basically I'm just going to dump this right here, and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to wash it with some soapy water that I'm going to put a little bit of bleach in, and I'll show you the rest of what I'm going to be doing. I'll see you in a little bit. Before I go inside to show you the kind of seeds that I'm going to be sowing, I just went ahead and dumped the soil that was in that little planter into this area right here. And since this area doesn't get a lot of sun, I'm pretty sure this little tiny pansy will be good. So I just dumped the soil and planted the little pansy in there. Hopefully I'll get some blooms soon. So basically what I like to do is I rinse it out a little bit, then add a little bit of like some Dawn dish soap, and then a little bit of bleach, and I let it soak in there for a little bit first before like going in there and actually scrubbing it. And then I'm also going to let this soak in there a little bit of water in there. Hopefully you can hear what I'm doing, hear what I'm saying. That, and then just keep washing it, and then I'm also going to separate this from the little vessel, because this is a self-watering container that I got at Target. And one of the things that I wanted was something that was going to be BPA, because I was going to grow some herbs in here, and I didn't want to, have to deal with any kind of, plastic chemicals in here. So I wanted something that was going to be BPA safe, and I think this is BPA safe. Let me just make sure before I has that little symbol there, and I think that's the symbol for BPA free. In any event, I'll just edit it out. But I did get this at Target. I wanted it mainly because it was self-watering, and that's why I got it. So anyways, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I'll be back to show you what I'm going to be sewing. See you in a little bit. So I came back outside because it's really nice outside, and I really want to enjoy the nice weather when I can. And not only that, but the lighting out here is way better than what I have inside, because I don't really have any kind of lighting set up in my house. So that's why I came out here. And not only that, but it's really nice. And like I said, it's nice to enjoy this weather that we're having. It's currently like in the mid 40s. All right, so this is pretty much the seeds that I'm going to be sowing for the 2024 season. Like I said in one of my other videos, I really didn't buy any kind of seeds, and I'm just going to be shopping from the seeds that I have here. And so this is what made the cut. I'm going to be doing another video to show you exactly all the seeds that I'm going to be sowing, but for now I'll just show you the ones that I want to do right now. So let's see, I have quite a number of seeds in here. Some of them I am going to be starting inside, and some of them I'm going to be direct sowing when it's appropriate to direct sow them. But for now, like I said, I just want to focus on doing some salad greens. And I do plan to do some salad greens outside as well, like direct sowing them as well. But I just wanted to see about doing a few inside, just so that I can get some cut and come again. As you can see, where is it? I know I had, there's this one. All right, give me 1 second. I think I didn't put that other one in there, and that's the one that I want to use. I think it's inside. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I found them. So I am going to be growing these two, but these I'm going to be direct sowing. And the first one that I'm going to be direct sowing, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail in my next video that I'm going to be doing, the seed haul that I'm going to be doing in my next video, and I'll go into more explanation about that. But this one is going to be Grand Rapids lettuce right here, and most of these seeds I got from M.I. Gardener. And then the same thing with this one. This one is called a ruby red lettuce. I've never had it, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I like it, you know. And then like last year when I bought some seeds from M.I. Gardener, they gave a whole bunch of, they gave a freebie, and this was the freebie. It's just your regular old standard salad bowl mix. So that's the one I'm going to be using, the standard salad bowl mix. Alrighty. I'm going to start off with just the standard Jiffy Seed starting mix, just because that's what I had available to me right now, because I haven't made my soy oil, because I haven't made my soil order just yet. And so this is what I saw at Lowe's that they had, and so I just decided to buy it. And it's just the standard peat moss, cocoa, core, and vermiculite, and it does have a little bit of perlite in it as well. But the main thing that you really want to look for, and like I said in one of the videos that I did last year, was you want to make sure that the soil is light and fluffy, so that it gives the seeds a chance to be able to germinate. Because if the soil is too compacted, then the seeds won't germinate for you. So that's why you want to start with something that's like this, because it's really nice, airy, and fluffy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour it in here. And another reason why I came out here was because it's going to make a giant mess, and I'd rather not deal with all that mess inside. So I'm glad I came out here. Anyways, so I'm just going to pour some in here. And I have some water. I might need a little bit more water, but it's all good. We'll see. And then just mix it in. And what you want when you're starting your seeds, your seeds, is to make sure that when the soil, when you press the soil, that it's still it's kind of firm, but it's also still fluffy and loose. This still needs a little bit more water. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more, and some of it is gonna seep out, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna do this until we're ready to sow the seeds. Might have to add more. I'm making a mess out here. I usually, when I start my seeds, I always like to do it in a little bin just so that I don't lose some of the soil. Because soil is not cheap either. Anyways, I think making a mess. Okay, I do want a little bit more. I want it to be to the very top, even though the roots from the lettuce are not going to be that much. I still want them to be to the top just because over time this soil will decrease in volume. It'll just go down the more you start watering it, just because it's so light and fluffy. Okay, I think we're about good. See, I filled it up to the very top, but if you notice, compacted itself a little bit. It's still good for seed starting though. All right, so basically you want it to come together when you squeeze it and no water comes out. If you see water coming out, then it has too much water and you should add a little bit more. So I'm gonna add a little bit more just because that's too wet. I think that's good enough. Okay, so let's try this again. See, it comes together, but when you squeeze it, there's no water coming out. That's basically the way you want it, where it comes together, but when you separate it, it separates pretty easily and no water is coming out. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just level it out a little bit and we're ready to go. Okay, and what I'm gonna clean this before I go inside because it's a hot mess. Anyways, okay, I take my gloves off. I'm a gardener that doesn't like getting dirt underneath her nails. It's like the most awful feeling to get dirt underneath your nails, so I always have to wear a glove no matter what. Anyways, so like I said, this is the freebie that MR Gardener gave when you order their seeds, and there's also a little QR code there if you guys are interested in purchasing any seeds from MR Gardener. I like ordering their seeds just because he's local to me and I like to support local as much as I can. I haven't been to the shop yet. One day I will get the nerve to go up there. I did meet him one time last year when he came to Lowe's, which that's where I work at. And I met him and I did get a picture with him. Super duper nice guy. But I just don't know if I can muster the nerve to go to the seed shop to actually have like a full-on conversation with him just yet. Even though I know he's human and he's just like you and me, but still I get a little starstruck. Anyways, so this one is just it says it's a premium artisan blend of greens, and it's just mixed from, you know, mixed, it's just a mix that mixed greens. Let's see, there's just different kinds. There's, like, if you see, I'll show you different color of the seeds. Let's see. Oh, there you go, right there. There it is, right there. This is what the seeds look like. And it says transplant or direct sow into freshly amended soil after the fear of last frost date. And then it just says succession plant every 2 to 4 weeks to stay in harvest. But since I'm going to be doing cut and come again kind of thing, we're just going to sprinkle them in like this. I don't even care how dense they're going to be, because the more greens I have in here, the better it'll be. So, because like I said, they're going to be cut and come again, and technically when you do like the cut and come again method, you can sow them pretty heavily. You know, I learned that from my gardener. And my gardener, he sometimes does the cut and come again, and he also sows his salad greens thickly, which he calls the high intensity gardening. So that's what he does. So since this is, I'm not planning or having any kind of intentions of planting this outside, and you never know, maybe I will, who knows. But anyways, I am just using this for my cut and come again, and it won't matter the space, because I'm not growing them to develop full heads of lettuce. I just want the leaves from it. And then let's see, actually I'll do is sprinkle a little bit like that. And once I get inside, I'll mist them, because I forgot to bring it out here. Right here, so here they are in my little greenhouse. And this is where I usually just keep all the seeds that I start in this little greenhouse. And if any of you are interested in knowing how I set it up, I'll link down the video that I did about setting up my little greenhouse. I have more information there, and I go into a little bit more detail about my little greenhouse. This is what I use pretty much to grow all of my seeds. This is the only space available that I have for me, so it works for me. I've been able to grow a lot of stuff from just this tiny little greenhouse. All right, so that's pretty much it. I will keep you all updated on how the seeds do and whether I get good germination or not. I'm hoping I do get good germination, just because, like I said earlier, salad mixes, and not only the salad mixes, but also lettuce in general is the kind of lettuce that I want to eat. They're not cheap. So this is one way I decided to save some money. And since I have everything already set up, and I also had my seeds available and everything that I need to start seeds, I decided just to grow them inside. I know that one of my coworkers last year, he grew some greens that he eventually did put outside, and they did really good inside for him, and he was able to do the cut and come again before putting them outside. So I just decided to give it a shot as well, and hopefully it helps anyone out, and hopefully it helps any one of you to give it a try as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.